So Most Feared is coming out. Obviously, I'm recording this intro before we see them, but they told us there's going to be 1090 overalls coming out for Most Feared. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the cards, seeing if they're worth your coin. Obviously, these are probably going to be expensive. It's a very hyped promo, as it is every single year. But yeah, we're going to be reacting to this in live time. I know Twitter's down right now at the current time of recording, so it's going to be all live from their Twitch stream as well. This should be a fun video. Obviously, we're going to be having a lot of gameplays for these cards as well, so make sure you have those noties on for that. But other than that, let's get right into this content. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. You know, for these videos, there's going to be the lower overall cards. Kind of boring, but I have to include them. Rudy Ford, I love the card art. This is like where we can talk about the card art a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of like nasty looking, but I guess that's what Most Feared is, as that red hint as well. But the one thing that's good about these cards, you guys know I do the budget beats videos as well. You just saw an 88 speed overall, or an 88 speed 83 overall player. That's what's really good about these overall cards. If you're newer to Madden or you have a no money spent account for fun on the side, these are the perfect cards right here to fit your team if you want to go cheap on some positions. Obviously, probably not for an offensive lineman, but they're there. They're going to be very cheap. You've seen a couple so far. Yo, we get a Sione Taki 2 as well. I think this is the last 83. There might be a lot of them. I'm not sure. I think he said this is the last one as well. I've been kind of peeking in a little bit, you know, listening to the stream while trying to talk over it. All right, I was completely wrong. We have a DJ Humphreys here as well. I don't know, the 83s, I really wish I could just do, you know, just skip over to the big dogs, but at the end of the day, like I said, these guys fit into a lot of teams. We got Kareem Jackson as well. I think we saw a couple offensive linemen. The best one, I don't even remember who it was, but it was that 88 speed player. I was talking when they were going over it. But we get another tight end in Dawson Knox right here as well. 84 speed. Not the best. Okay, so now we're talking. We're getting into the bigger cards right here. 87 overall, so it looks like 87s are going to go into the sets, as we all know. I pre-built a lot of these cards. So, actually, Malik Hooker for an 87 doesn't look bad, though. You have Zone that can easily get up to a 90 right there. You have also 87 speed. I think he is 6'1" as well, so a decent card. Obviously, Cowboys teams are looking for that. We get a Tyler Higbee as well. His card art looks a little bit different, though. I don't know. It looks a little weird. I don't know. I mean, it's whatever, I guess. 86 speed, though. 90 spec catch. 90 catch in traffic as well. Not bad for a budget tight end, but it's kind of tough because I know everybody has that Michael Mayer in the game. All right, so now we're back into the crazy card arts. I don't know why, but the black jerseys with the card art looks fire right here. Kendall Fuller, he is a small corner, so I don't really see this guy being used too much. 87 speed is still decent, but right now, even like Rondé Barber, a guy that's free, I think is 88 speed right now in the game. It's just hard to put Kendall out there, even if you're looking at like the no money spent options, man. I don't know. And maybe if you can get him for super free and maybe turn him into a blitzing corner, he'll be okay. But short corners and slow corners don't go well together. We do get a Gabe Davis, who I believe is 6'2" or 6'3", 87 speed. I mean, at least we got two of the thresholds above 85. He's a decent little card. All right, this one I'm definitely going to butcher a little bit here. Joe Tryon Shoyinka, maybe? I'm not too sure, but 83 speed. And then when you look at the 86 speed and 86 excel, it falls off bad, man. We have 70 block shed, 70 power move. I mean, it makes up for it a little bit in that finesse, but man, this card for an 87, man, yikes. I mean, it's an absolute yikes. You're probably not throwing this guy on your field. Maybe if you're a desperate theme teamer, but even then, I feel like don't the Buccaneers have like don't they have like a 90 Shaq Barrett or an 89 Shaq Barrett? Yeah, I don't know about this one. And he said this is the last 87 overall, and then we get into the 1090s where we all want to see, and we kind of get left with a very, very depressing 87 overall here. T. Higgins, 86 speed, so on the very slow end right now. Even, like I said, even when you compare to the budget beast, nobody spent guys, he's very slow. And then the route running. I know he has good catching stats. 88 plus is amazing. But if you can't get open, man, he doesn't have a single 85 plus, so not even an all-pro or all-man is hitting a threshold. That card, I just don't even know if you could put him on the field. That's tough. He might have to run streaks every play. So these are called, I forget the name he said. Oh, you can see it in the top of the card. It's called Arcana cards. They're Arcana Champions, I guess you could say. But there's three different type of 90s. There's LTDs, Normal Champions, and Arcana Champions. These ones have built-in abilities. You can see Avonte Maddox right here. I'm not sure how you earn these. He might show it at the end. But Avonte Maddox, 91 speed, by the way. This card is ridiculous. A man coverage corner, 91 speed. They gave him a zone baked in ability. They did say you could take off that ability. You don't have to run it. But 91 speed. He is now the fastest card in the game. We don't even have a 90 speed corner. So they skipped 90 right over. Avonte automatically, unless we get another crack corner, becomes the best corner in the game. Obviously for zone, that's a little bit low. But I mean, just speed alone. You can boost that zone up a little bit if you truly wanted to. This card is absolutely unreal, and he's going to keep up with every single wide receiver in the game. And we're moving to another guy right here in Cooper Kupp, an Arcana card who has, I can't tell, he probably is saying it right now, but it's one of the apprentices. It might be Slot Apprentice right there. 88 speed on him, though. We love Cooper Kupp, but 88 speed. We've been getting 88 speed cards forever now. He does have 90 catching, 91 short, and 91 medium, but right now, I think this is kind of an average card in the game. I hate to say it. I love Cooper Kupp. Got him in fantasy, but this card is very mediocre. We've been getting 88 6'2" speed wide receivers for like a month now. We do get a Judon as well. Matthew Judon always gets a little underrated in MUT. Never really gets top end cards. He does get defensive rally kind of on his card built in. He has good speed, great excel, but just like earlier, they kill him on the block shed. I don't know why they've been doing this lately. Today as well, they released a Trey Hendrickson LTD, and they gave him like 70 block shed too. We just saw it earlier as well. 75 block shed on a 90 Judon is crazy. I think if the loop or free runners were still good, this card would be amazing. But right now, I think you need elite pass rushers. This card, dude, I don't know if he's really going to get too much sheds with 75 right there. So we do get a tight end. And yes, George Kittle has the same exact speed as our guy we just showed you earlier in Cooper Kupp. That just kind of, you know, makes Cooper Kupp feel a little bit worse in the game. But George Kittle, 88 speed. We do have Kyle Pitts, who is 90 speed. But the thing with George Kittle, obviously going to be a little bit better. He does get red zone threat built in, which is nice. And he also does have a little bit better run blocking. I would say I would have loved to see an 80 plus right there out of him. 77 is decent, though. I think it's only like plus 10 on Kyle Pitts. I don't know. I think if you're a passer right now in the game, it seems very, very pass heavy. I think Kyle Pitts is definitely the best in the game right now. But at the end of the day, you could go with it that you want. But you can see the sets right here for the Arcana ones. There are 2 87s, and you need 3 normal 87s as well. But you need, obviously, the most feared ones, too, to put in this set. Oh, here we go. We got an Arcana LTD, and you got the blue background. I don't know. It's kind of giving me some Christmas vibes. I like the little lights coming out of his eyes as well. But Von Miller, Edge Threat, I think that is Edge Threat Elite. Yeah, that looks like Edge Threat Elite, right? Because it has that little thing on top. I believe that is Edge Threat Elite, and as you guys know, it has under pressure built in. I might be completely wrong. I'm not hearing him right now, but that looks like it. So if he has under pressure built in, this just completely changed the meta. This is going to be one of the best cards in the game. I don't care about stats. Obviously, his stats are amazing, but that under pressure right now, there is no defense in this game. If you can get an under pressure on the quarterback, force an interception, Von Miller is going to be very, very, very important, man. And so now this is non-Arcana, I guess you could say. So it doesn't have an ability built in. The card art definitely took a little bit of a change. Cody White here, an LTD left guard. And now that I think about it, obviously, I think the best left guard in the game has been Gene Upshaw or Quentin Nelson. So definitely this is now the best left guard in the game. But at the end of the day, for most of us out there, unless you're like the super, super rich, who's really going to end up picking this card up? Unless he's honestly quick sell, which he could be. If he's quick sell available like around 450k, this would not be a bad rental, but I don't know if he's going to be. Hopefully, man, I'd pick him up if he's under 450. All right, and now we have another card. This is going to be a champion. We got Buda Baker, obviously a very good safety all around. They gave him great man coverage this year for a run support, 90 zone as well, 89 hit power. He has good speed. I believe he is also under 6 foot, sitting around 5'11", I think, in Madden. 90 excel is very nice, but right now in the game, he is basically just kind of an inch taller Troy Polamalu, I guess you could say. They're basically the exact same card, and actually, now that you think about it, Troy P actually has 90 man coverage base as well, so that kind of hurts a card like him, right? Comparing, but we do get Marquise Pouncey, obviously a retired player. It is cool to see, so it looks like some legends obviously cooked in. We get another center. I don't know if there's a good, what center is the best right now? Probably Creed Humphrey, right? So Marquise Pouncey probably takes over. We got 2 of the best offensive linemen now in this promo. Oh, a guy that I've actually been wondering if he's ever going to be in Madden, Jared Allen. This is like the first time I think he's returned since he's retired. If he has returned since then, since he's retired, I have not been playing MUT during that time, but it is good to see him in the game. We also get a Marshawn Lynch. So unless we get some other insane offensive cards, make sure to look out. We might be doing a gameplay on this card. Obviously, I'm probably going to do 2 gameplays tomorrow, 2 of the more popular offensive ones. Right now, Marshawn Lynch has his ticket punched. 89 change direction, 89 trucking, 90 break tackle, 89 speed, 89 excel. The one thing that'll be bad about Marshawn, though, I know he's a big name. I know we love Marshawn. I don't think he's going to get the fast juke. He might because he's a little bit underweight, but in previous years, he usually gets kind of cheated. We'll obviously have to see in the gameplay tomorrow, but I don't have my hopes up for it. If he gets it, this card's going to be absolutely nuts. do you guys think about this most feared promo? I honestly like it. There's obviously a lot of cards. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of events. Obviously, there's so much to do with the sets as well. Let me know which card down below are you guys picking up tomorrow. We're going to be doing some gameplays. Definitely a Marshawn Lynch. I don't know who the second one's going to be. I was expecting maybe a quarterback, maybe a super elite wide receiver, maybe a Cooper Kupp gameplay. You guys let me know down in the comments who you guys want to see in the gameplay video tomorrow. But other than that, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys during the gameplays tomorrow. See you guys there. Peace out, boys.